So I finished watching the Big Bang Theory last episode yesterday. Sad that it's finished. It was my favorite show. As you can guess from the t-shirt. This t-shirt is quite old actually. It's probably about like 10 years old because I discovered the show when it was already done. It was either in the second or the third season. A friend of mine suggested you should watch it. You must watch it. And I was thinking like four scientists. They live close together. They are friends and they meet a girl. Sounds kind of boring. Especially she's a physicist. So like what's there to be funny about in physicists? And then later I found out it was only three scientists and Howard. He's just an engineer. I have nothing against engineers, but he's not a scientist. But this is why when I bought. Actually, I didn't buy this. This was from Bombay long time ago, and I did pick it out because I was already a big fan of the show. But it was a gift from my friends Bhuvnesh and Vijaya because I was visiting them, and I think it was close to my birthday that I had gone to visit them. Or maybe it was just a gift. Whatever the reason, it's doubly important to me. It's more precious to me because it's about the show that I love, and it's a gift from my friends. So I still wear it, but I don't wear it outside now because the writing is all fading, the lettering is breaking apart, and the fabric is still good and it's very comfortable. So I still wear it at home, and it can be useful for talking about the show. I have so many t-shirts from the show, but none of them is like this which says Big Bang Theory. They are all either quotes from the show or something that Sheldon wears. Because I like the t-shirt that he wears, quite a lot of them. So I have a few of them, and a few of them I'm trying to find and not able to get. Hopefully I will still be able to. I'll try. Let me get something off my chest first. Okay. So suppose there's an actor and he gets a call, or he sees some show is being cast, and then he's like, yeah, this role could suit me. So he applies for the role. Okay. Suppose, what does he want at the time? At that time, he wants that somebody would call him for an audition. Okay, he gets the audition call. He prepares for the audition, does a good audition. What does he want? He wants to get a call back or get the role. So he gets the call back, goes on all the callbacks, and he finally gets the role. What does he want now? He wants that the pilot, he should get the role and the pilot should be made. The pilot is made. Now he wants the pilot should be picked up by the network. That's also done. What does he want now? Now the actor or actress says they want that the show should be a success. It should go to second season, third season. It does go into third season, fourth season. What do they want now? They're bored now. They don't want to do this anymore. They want to be done with it. How ingrate are they? Awful, isn't it? Same thing that happened with Avengers as well. The Tony Stark, Robert Downey Jr. doesn't want to do it. Chris Evans doesn't want to do the Captain America anymore. We love them in those roles. But they want to be successful in the role, but they don't want to be typecast in the role. So they want it to be so successful that they can make some money from it and have recognition and fame and fortune, but not too much. Yeah? Jeez, actors, right? I don't have anything against actors. Some of my best friends are actors, but still, sometimes you feel a little bit bitterness. But the good thing with the show was that because the show, they knew that 12th season was the final season, so they could finish everything off properly, logically, write everything out gradually and give people closure, give the fans closure for everything. And they were able to make some funny callbacks like about the elevator and some emotional callbacks like about Beverly Hofstadter. If you don't know the show, if you have never watched it, you're not a fan of it, you're wasting your time here because I'm only going to talk about this show today. And probably in a few more episodes as well later on, because it's one of my favorite shows because the writing being so good, I have been able to quote from that I think last week in one of the episodes, I had a clip from that as well because it was relevant to what I was talking about at the time. So I would probably talk about this a couple more times or maybe a few more times. But today I just want to say I am sad that it's finished, and it was a good example. You know, I always look for a deeper meaning in things, and this had lots of things which had deeper meaning. So on the surface, it was just a show about a few guys. They meet people and then they go on with their lives and things happen in their lives. But if you look at the deeper meaning, it's about friendship, it's about relationships, and how, for example, Sheldon is such a difficult person to live with, and he still is friends with these people who are completely different from him. So that's a good reason, that's a good way to kind of teach us that you can be friends with people. You don't have to have exactly the same kind of people to be friends with. And then they tolerate him, and sometimes they tell him that he's a pain in the butt, and sometimes they don't. And sometimes they communicate with him nicely, and sometimes they just botch it up. They do it like in a very aggressive way.
Because of you, I'm not allowed to adjust the temperature in my own home. I'm not allowed to whistle. I don't wear shoes that might squeak.
Well, you're a physicist, not a circus clown.
Do you realize I don't live with the woman I love because of you? No other reason, just you.
Is that true?
Yes, it's true. The last time I brought it up, you had an emotional breakdown and got on a train and ran away.
Well, given my history on the subject, it seems a little reckless to bring it up now.
So either way, it is funny, and it does teach us how to do it properly. So if they do it wrong, that means, and nobody needs to learn this lesson in communication more than me, believe me, how to not offend people and communicate in a way that is more supportive and positive and comes from a loving place. So that's one of the things. And then another thing that I really liked was that dreams do come true. So there are two major dreams that come true in the whole series in the 12 seasons. One is Sheldon wants to win a Nobel Prize. So it happens gradually. We get him there, so it looks natural. It doesn't look like, how can this young guy win a Nobel Prize? So they have written it gradually into the story very nicely. And the other dream, the bigger dream, was Leonard wanting to have Penny as his girlfriend and wife. And he succeeds in that, and it didn't get stale even after they got married. So that was fantastic. And the other thing that goes in the reverse direction of that is the story of Raj. So he is, in the end, he is coming to terms with the fact that whatever he wants, he should not be so desperate for it that he compromises with his values or with his lives or with his life or with his other dreams. So that's another lesson as well, that whatever we do, we have to put ourselves first and evaluate things with a cool, calm, logical mind. Not always possible, I know, but that's where our friends help us, like Howard does for Raj. So yeah, I don't want to go on too long about it. It was a fantastic show. It was there for 12 seasons, so there were lots of things. Well, I might make one episode where I just take a couple of quotations from the show and give you the clips from that, some of the funniest things there. And as Bogey says, we will always have Paris, so we'll always have these 12 seasons to watch and rewatch and rewatch, even if it has finished. And in order to get closure, I don't know what you will do, but I will watch some of the Big Bang Theory cast interviews, like Craig Ferguson's show, and other interviews of them, and panels in the Comic-Con and things like that. So that gives me a little bit of a closure, and obviously I'll buy the DVD, the box set, and then watch the DVD extras. I am looking for a new show, but I was going to ask you guys if you can recommend a new show for me to replace Big Bang Theory with that. But then I realized, no, I don't want to, because I take this seriously. The book recommendations and TV show recommendations, I don't take them from just anybody. I have to know what the other person's taste is. So if you do recommend something, put that in the comment, but at the same time you have to tell me 3 more shows that you like so that I would know what your taste is. Yeah, if you're up to it. If not, just ignore me. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.